Hi, it's Tricia here. I'm going to take you through a very simple step-by-step process, how to maximize on the next 8 weeks and create for yourself a powerful story for success. And not only one for you, but then to duplicate that across your organization in the weeks, months, and years to come. So let's look at your role when you start as an associate. Your role is as an introducer. And with the amazing support team that you have, you're going to spend the next 8 weeks listening, learning, and watching as they take your introductions and create a really good success for you. So let's just look at your story. There are 2 stories that you're going to create over the next 60 days. You're going to create your health and fitness story, and also you're going to create your financial story. So let's just look at your health and fitness story. You're going to pick your IsaBody challenge, and you're going to spend the next 16 weeks going through the IsaBody challenge yourself to have the most high impact transformation story for you. With the challenge groups, the daily mentoring, the recipes, the education for healthy lifestyle, and going through the Healthy Mind and Body program in that first 60 days. It's key that you take your own personal health and fitness transformation very seriously. You're going to spend much of your time either listening and watching live on all the Zoom sessions, or you're going to watch the recorded ones, because in your busy lifestyle, you'll be able to watch the recorded Zoom sessions. So let's just talk about the process. You start the introductions either through text or call to your prospects, and you focus in on what they're looking for, their needs, what they would like to achieve, what their desires are, and also all the key things in their lives that they're wanting more of, and the things in their lives they want to change. On that basis, you direct the conversation to one of the support team. So it's key that when we receive the information about that prospect on WhatsApp, we get their name, their contact number, and a brief message about each one. Our role as a support team is to pick up the phone and to speak to your prospect. We normally get best time, a designated time to speak to them, and then we pick up the phone. And our real intention on this first phone call is to get a live session on Zoom face-to-face within the first 24 hours. In that Zoom session, we're going to record the interaction between us and your new prospect. You can watch it live or the recording. It's key you do, because you're going to learn so much from the interaction. What their body language is, what their questions are, how they're interacting with us is going to give you a lot of indication of where your role in terms of supporting the process with them is going to happen. So in this first session, we're going to take the time to find out all about them, what their job is, their business, what their family is, what they enjoy about their life, what's not working, what they'd like more of, just really getting into a great lifestyle connection with each of the prospects. We do all of that before we get into any information about Isagenix, because our key is to know how to tailor-make this information. You see, one of the key things about Isagenix, it is the most powerful opportunity. But until we know what they're looking for, we want to unpack this amazing isagenix.com website in a way that they really get it. And the first way that we get them to get it is to let them know that their role is as an introducer. And we let them know that there's an amazing support team that's going to take that introduction and turn that into major teams for them. You see, one of the good things about that then is when they're watching this information and we're tailor making, whether it's you know, focusing on performance or energy or the weight loss side or the opportunity side, whatever that interest is that they have, they are wide open and watching it and very interested. And this is a great website for that reason, because we can then show them the videos that they can watch in between the 2 Zoom sessions, and also we will encourage them according to their, you know, desires, what they're looking for, which videos are the best ones for them to watch. We can also get them to watch the podcasts in between, and also in many ways their real interest at this stage is to dive in to this website in a much greater way over the next 24, 48 hours, as well as watch other links that they're going to get started to be interested. The main outcome we want from this first session is, number one, for them to be inspired to want to look more at the information. Number two, for them to start to be thinking of a monthly financial goal for them over the next 90 days. For them to be inspired by their health and fitness goal that they would like to achieve over the next 60 to 90 days. And as they go away from this first session, they will be encouraged to do 2 things. Number one, write down, as they're watching the videos and the podcasts, what kind of lifestyle will be more inspiring for them in the next 60 to 90 days by achieving this financial goal that we've established that they'd like to achieve. What difference? And get them to really start to think, you know, about the next 90 days, about the next year as that grows. The second thing we're going to encourage them to watch, as they watch the videos and podcasts, is to write down all the key people that they can think of in the categories of, you know, transformation, you know, opportunity, performance, sport, business, influencers, young people, Start Your Life program. We're going to get them to start to think about it. Your role as an introducer at this stage is, when we have finished this first Zoom session, is to encourage them. That's your role. It's just to say to, you know, sit down and watch the videos, and to, you know, get them even thinking of their contact list. You see, you can start the process immediately, even between the 2 Zoom sessions, about their contact list. You see, one good thing about that is that if you look at the contact list for a new associate, they're going to find themselves at this stage needing the time with you to bounce off them in this regard, just to get them so many ideas based on the memory jogger. But you're just doing it in a little way at this stage. It's not in a major way. You're just being able to kind of get the process going, and letting them know that it's going to be a very easy way that we're going to work together to get going with our contacts. But the most important thing at this stage is when they come back to the second Zoom session within the first 24, 48 hours with us, and you're either watching that live or you're watching that on a recording, we will at this stage have established their health and fitness goals, their financial goals, and then we're going to unpack the system. I'm going to show them exactly how we're going to achieve it together. So here is the plan. 2 teams. It's all based on the 500 bonus volume plan. What we say is, that is broken down. You doing, say, 120 bonus volume points and having 2 customers on the 30-day system. Now, everybody as an associate is going to be encouraged to start with a 30-day system, but on an ongoing monthly basis. What we're going to say to them is that you will have at least 2 people on a transformation each month. 2 people. Now, that's good, because when you look at building an organization based on everyone focusing in on 2, well, we're going to make sure that the 2 people that we're going to focus on for the transformation are really going to get a major result. And we're going to make sure that they're, you know, on the CLED system, they're, you know, on the Mind and Body program, they've joined a challenge group, that they're getting the daily mentorship, the recipes. They really are going to get the results. Now, you focus your attention on 2, and you have an organization of hundreds of people focusing in on 2. That is a powerful organization. And that is one that is going to go viral across the communities. So it's really, really key to focus on something simple. Now, here is what we will be looking to achieve with those customers. Number one, every single customer, when they start to experiencing the results on this IsaBody challenge, they're going to be walking out of their doors and be a walking testimonial, an ambassador for Isagenix. So without even trying, they're going to have so many people wanting to know what they're on, what they're doing, and they'll want to order themselves without them even opening their mouths. They're just going to look the part. Now, here's the key. Through referrals, by month 2, you're going to have the customer being able to get the packs at a much less rate because of the referrals. So let's just say they refer to a month 1, well, their monthly spend on this amazing Isagenix food goes down. And by the month 3, by them referring to, and those referring to, product for free. Now, you want to have an organization of both customers and associates where all of them by month 3 are getting this amazing Isagenix food, breakfast, lunch, snacks in between for free, and doing it for their families too. That's going to be inspiring a world of people. And the greatest objective, of course, too, is that as these customers are virally out there telling their story, being ambassadors for Isagenix, many of them are going to want to become your most avid, inspired associates too, as they'll start to refer more and more people. So that's what's going to happen naturally. So let's just look at it. As people start to do this, their personal transformations, having to, well, of course, they're going to be out in sports clubs and gyms, clinics, salons, universities, offices, schools, churches, and we have a specific strategy on video to show you exactly how to capitalize on those environments and how to get maximum results in your community in those environments. Well, of course, they're going to do more than 2. They're going to have so many more customers. But in the main, if the cog in that wheel, in that organization of yours is based on everyone at least having 2, then you're going to have the strongest organization and, of course, the greatest results in terms of people's transformations. So this is so key. Keep it so simple. You're building 2 teams. You've got an amazing support team. You're the introducer. You're going to watch, listen, and learn. You're going to create your own health and fitness story, and you're going to create your financial story in the next 60 to 90 days. And here's the results. Now let's just look at Team 1 and Team 2. Your support team are supporting you every step of the way. So if you have 20 within the first 8 weeks, 20 on Team 1 and 20 on Team 2 on the 500 bonus volume plan, your earning is £1,000 to £1,700 per month. That's going to make a difference to a lot of people's lives. Look how small the growth is per week. We're only talking about 1, then another 2, then another 2, and then another 2. Well, that is so tiny. With the support team on Zooms every day, that's tiny every single week. Powerful. Every single person in that team are going to want to increase that goal. So let's just look at it. When you have 1 person on Team 1 and 1 person on Team 2 who achieve that goal, look at the difference in earning per month. Now let's look at 2 people achieving it in Team 1 and 2. Look at the difference in earning, 3,000. You see, this is where the whole of your business starts to take on a whole new run. You see, you might start off on the 2020 plan, but everybody who comes into your team are also going to find out about the 2020 plan, and they're all going to want to do it too. So before you know it, not only will you have 2 people in Team 1 and 2 people in Team 2, but by this stage it's going to grow to 4. Look at the difference in earning. Nobody's doing anything different. You've still got the same intent every week. You introduce, we follow up, we take them on Zoom, they create their goals, they come back on Zoom. It's the same format every single week. They only have to work with 2 people on the transformation as well as themselves. That is so little but look at the result every single month. The activity is tiny in terms of the intent. There is so much going on in terms of supporting the group that if you look at the back end of that result, so let's say you have 4 on team 1, 4 on team 2 achieve it, look at the results of transformations. Do you think that 600 transformations into the summer is going to have a radical impact on communities out there? What difference is it going to make to you when all of those guys are just walking ambassadors for you and your business? Every single one of those transformations represent a business center for you. Now think about what it's going to be like for you when many of those customers want to become Powerhouse associates too, because they're so inspired by what people are saying to them out there in their community. You have an amazing support team, and the key for you is this: when you introduce and you listen and watch and learn as your support team take those introductions, follow up, go on Zoom 2, start to build their teams, as you start to really experience the momentum with this, by the end of the 8 weeks, not only will you have a personal health and fitness transformation that is way past what you conceived or imagined for yourself, but also you will have an amazing team and a financial story that's going to inspire every single prospect. So when you look at the team role that changes for you at the end of 8 weeks, is you start to play more of a support, but your role then is just to share your story. So a lot of your team are going to have you at the back end of 8 weeks just sharing your story, what happened for you, and it's going to inspire them because they're going to watch somebody who achieved all this success with the minimum time, because you've had to work and you've had to do other things, but to be able to have this amazing success thanks to the power of the system and the power of the support team. My suggestion to you is this: keep this very simple. Maximize on your support team, maximize on the system, and let the next 8 weeks absolutely turn your lifestyle around to the point where you will never look back. There will never be another Isagenix moment in time where you have, at the beginning of this launch, got this incredible story out there about this company, and also an amazing support team to help you. So enjoy every step of the way. Enjoy being the message bearer and just getting the word out. Looking forward to working with you to build a very, very successful Isagenix business in the weeks and months to come.